Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK, man. This is episode number 5 for Fantasy Leaders of the Week, man. Lamar Jackson went crazy on Monday Night Football. Helped me win in one of my fantasy leagues because of the guy he was throwing to. Or should I say one of the guys, because the man was spreading the ball around like crazy. If you want to get your account grinded all the way to the max level, or if you want players, you want coins, you want training, you know where to go, man. MutReserve.com. Use my code CK for 15% off your order, and I promise you'll be rich one day. We have him on the Buffalo Bills for a reason we'll get into in just a little bit, but this man was damn near perfect. 37 of 43, 442 yards, 4 tutties, no interceptions, 62 rushing yards for 45.88 fantasy points. But it wasn't by far the best performance. Like, it was the best, but not by that much, because Herbert has been having a phenomenal season, man. He went off against the Browns. 398, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 29 yards on the ground, along with a rushing touchdown for 44.82 fantasy points, just right behind Lamar. So those are the top 2 for week number 5. Brady ends up number 3, just behind those 2. Josh Allen, Davis Mills was top 5. Carson Wentz, Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield, and Matty Ice. And Jalen Hurts rounding out the top 10 quarterbacks. The number 1 running back in week number 5 was Jonathan Taylor. I'm happy to see him on the team. 15 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown, along with 3 receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown for 33.9 fantasy points. Derrick Henry has been here almost every week. I can't remember the last time he wasn't, man. 29 carries, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. No receptions this week, but he still ended up with 33 fantasy points for the second most by any running back in week 5. And then Austin Eckler. I don't know how he's still only 85. The man should be like an 88, 89, maybe even a 90. That's how good he's playing. 17 carries, 66 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 53 yards, and a touchdown through the air. Dual threat animal, 32.9 fantasy points, ends up 3rd. Gaskin ends up 4th. Yo, this is a guy that had 0.2 fantasy points in week 4. I know because he's on my team and I benched him. Definitely regretted it, man. Alvin Kamara, Madison, Zeke, Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. 2 guys from one team in the top 10. That's just scary. Devontae Adams, 99 overall for a reason. Number 1 fantasy producer wide receiver in week 5 with 11 receptions for 206 yards and a touchdown for 41.6 fantasy points. Mike Williams, 2nd highest producing fantasy wide receiver in week 5. 8 for 165 and 2 touchdowns for 38.5 fantasy points. This guy's having a phenomenal season. It's nice to see Hollywood bouncing back after, the travesty that happened a couple weeks ago in Detroit, man. He ends up the 3rd highest producing fantasy wide receiver with 9 for 125 and 2 touchdowns and 35.5 fantasy points. Another Brown, who I think should at least be star. I mean, come on now. I know what you went through off the field. You know Antonio Brown at least has star, maybe even superstar, but that's how good this man is playing. 7 for 124 and 2 touchdowns for 33.4 fantasy points. And then Kadarius Toney. I really like this guy coming out of college. I thought the Giants got a gem. They were just a little crowded at the position, but now because of injuries and whatnot, you're seeing how amazing Kadarius Toney is. 10 for 189. He also rushed for 7 yards on 1 carry, and he threw the ball once. Apparently, I didn't watch the game, but it's showing that he went 0 for 1. So finally, they're starting to use this Swiss Army knife, man. 95 CLD. He's a menace. And the man that saved me this week, Mark Andrews, went insane in fantasy this week. 11 for 147 and 2 touchdowns for 43.7 fantasy points. I'm pretty sure that's like top 10 most points by any player this entire year in fantasy so far. And then David Njoku, 7 for 149 and a touchdown for 29.9 fantasy points. He might be a free agent in your league, so you might want to go ahead and scoop this man up. Honorable mentions: Kyle Pitts, Dawson Knox, and Hunter Henry, rounding out the top 5. On the offensive line, it goes to the number 1 fantasy producing running back, which ended up being Jonathan Taylor. So you have the Colts offensive line, who have been dealing with a lot of injuries. I'm pretty sure Quentin Nelson's on the IR, but in Madden, injuries are off. So when healthy, this O-line is phenomenal. And a lot of people were saying, the Bills were fluky, number 1 defense. They haven't really played nobody. They just destroyed the Chiefs. There's no question the Bills are one of the best defenses in the league, and they're the best fantasy defense. I think it's not even close. Like, how do you score the most against the Chiefs? I benched them because I was like, okay, it's Kansas City. There's no way they end up having a good week. They end up dropping 15 points. Like, put some respect on the Bills, man. They're looking like probably the best team in the league right now, if I had to choose. And I told you we're doing kickers too, man. Nick Folk ended up kicking the game-winning kick for the New England Patriots. He ended up with the most fantasy points by any kicker with 17. So we have him as our starting kicker. Wow. So they finished 11-6, first in the AFC East. But they have a wild card game against the Raiders coming up. Offense was first. I mean, Lamar and Henry in the same backfield. That's what you can expect. Defense was first too. How did we only end up 11-6? Points scored, we ended up third. And then points allowed 11th. So, you know, we did allow some points. But, hey, the yards, though, they had to fight. They had to fight. Look at Lamar. 47 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. Just a nasty season. Henry with 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns. Eckler added 6. On 491 rushing yards. Lamar 188 rushing yards. So our rushing offense was easily the best. It had to be. Even Taylor had a couple touchdowns. Herbert got a rushing touchdown. Oh my goodness. Devontae and Antonio both had 1,000+ yards. 3 guys had 12+ touchdowns. Andrews did his thing at tight end, man. Even Hollywood got in on the action. Bill's offense is really nice in terms of, you know, spreading the ball around, because there's times you simulate and there's some wide receivers that never get any touches at all. So that's pretty dope to see that everyone got involved. 9.5 sacks for Ed Oliver, 5 for Hughes, 4.5 for Addison. Tremaine and Tre'Davious both had 2 interceptions. The awards. Lamar had to be close to an award. Oh man, Mahomes takes it. Of course, the one time a quarterback gets it, it's Mahomes, man. Lamar ends up number 4. At least one guy on this team won an award, man. Quentin Nelson, the best O-lineman on the season, but that's about it. Gonna go through the regular season schedule. See who we lost to. The Dolphins, 21-24. Lost to the Texans. What is going on, man? Okay, well, they had Deshaun Watson. That's what it was. Yeah, because you can't really, I mean, I guess I could bench him, but that takes the fun out of it. Damn. Bounced back against the Dolphins, 51-7. Lost a close one to the Colts. The Bucks, yeah, that's to be expected. The Patriots, another close one, and then the Falcons. So this is the playoff bracket, man. The Chiefs are 2 seed, Browns 1 seed. First down and 10. Henry gonna get a carry. We're gonna try to get him going, man. Gonna try again. It's not gonna be that hard when he's running the way he's running. A guy that you expect if he come out in the I form to be running the ball, but no, he's gonna catch the ball and get the first down. It's zone. We're just gonna dump it off. Austin Eckler. That's just what he does. I think that's Antonio on the right side. There it is. Antonio, nice route, nice catch. The thing about Mike Williams, he's pretty much a wide receiver 1 on most teams, but because they have Keenan, most teams put their best cornerback on Keenan. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Oh, no, that's a bad read. You know, I was talking about Mike Williams. I was looking to the left side. I got fixated, and I thought Adams would be open. It happens, okay? We're going to hold him to 3, though. This defense is nasty. First down and 10, little play action. Lamar going to take off. This is why you love watching Lamar, because he can scramble too. I had Andrews wide open. Oh, God. He still goes up and gets it. That's what he was doing on Monday. We're just going to scramble. We're going to scramble. Lamar, I mean, come on now. That's too easy. Bruh. Hey, man, kickers didn't have the best week in week 5, so I'm just trying to continue that trend. Oh, my goodness. The interception. Jordan Poyer with the pick 6. Oh my goodness, back-to-back picks. Micah Hyde this time. This Bills defense is insane. Going to the screen. Eckler, let's go. Oh, that was a weird screen though. That was a really weird screen. They didn't release. Damn, I kind of feel bad, but you know what? We're going to keep spreading the ball around. Jonathan Taylor. Going to get his first catch, get his first touch of the game, get us out of bounds close to the first down. Damn it, nobody open. Okay, go field triangle. Set the feet, throw on a run, Lamar. That was intended for Mike Williams. I'm going to be honest. But Devontae is just that disgusting. I feel like I got to reward him. There it is. We begin with the ball. And a nice little lead to begin. Half number 2, Lamar's going deep. Antonio got him beat. Look at that catch, man. I'm telling you, he should be a superstar at the very least. I'm looking at Kadarius Toney or Hollywood Brown. One of those guys needs to get a catch. Or even Eckler if he's open. He is wide open. I don't know why he would leave probably the best receiving back in the AFC. Wide open. Literally the only time they scored was because I turned it over, gave him great field position. The defense firing on all cylinders. Same with the offense. I don't know which team's going to be able to stop it, but I can't wait to see some of these other matchups. Unfortunately, their run stopped in the very next round. They lost a thriller 39-42 to the Cleveland Browns, man. I thought that was one of the few teams that could get it done because they're all there from top to bottom. It's unbelievable. Henry did his thing. Lamar did his thing. I mean, it was just a high-scoring game. Neither of the defenses could stop anyone. So we haven't done it yet. We have not won a Super Bowl with the fantasy leaders of the week. But it's only 5 weeks down. We have plenty of time. You know, I think we'll be able to do it eventually. Bears end up winning this one, so I'm telling you, it's possible. Okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one.